going?
I
All right.
think so. Yeah.
Hi, guys. Welcome to Fitness and Fat Loss Secrets, episode number 16.
Yep,
we're at 16 or so. Like we said, we think we screwed up a few episodes ago, but we are close anyway to episode number 16. It's around there. So welcome. If you are here for the first time, I want to say welcome and thank you for joining us. If you are been coming back over and over and watching the videos, thanks for coming back and checking it out. We have some cool things today, and William's going to go over the format of the class.
So what we're planning on doing today is doing our Fast Five, so 5 questions, quickly trying to get Jay's knowledge out there in kind of a dump format, but good quality knowledge still. And we're also going to be finishing up, there's going to be some more ab moves this week that we're going to use to further enhance just the overall, our overall abs ability to get to where we want them to go, which typically is strong and aesthetically pleasing. And then here's Jay. He will, and then we'll answer one more question after about 15 minutes, and it'll be just for you members out there. And here's Jay with the format now for what this is all about.
Yes. All right, cool, guys. So the big question we answer here is this. So how do we lose weight while still feeling great without cheating by taking dangerous supplements, drugs, or undergoing surgeries that could really hurt us? And how do we sort through all the confusing information out there when it comes to how to eat and exercise to lose weight? That's the question. This Facebook Live has the answers for you. So again, I want to give you guys a challenge. The challenge, again, is to ask us questions in the comment section that are going to stump us. Ask us your most challenging question you have. What's preventing you from where you are right now to going to where you want to be in terms of your fitness or fat loss? Let us know, and we'll get that answered for you on our next Facebook Live session, and or I'll answer it in the comment section, reply back to you in the section, okay? So that said, let's get rolling.
Yeah, let's go right into our Fast Five.
Perfect, let's go.
We'll do that, and before we get into the abs. All right, so there's been a couple new members at our gym lately, and that first day, or I say even rewind before the first day, when you're making a decision to join any gym, what are good frameworks of thinking to be using when they're about to decide to go to a gym?
I get it. So you think about joining a gym, how do you know which one to join and why? So to me, it starts with, what do you want? What do you want? If you want to train for a marathon, you better find someone that has someone who can train you for the marathon. You want to do triathlon, same thing. If you want to train for the CrossFit Games, well, you better find a CrossFit location. If you want to train, if the main reason why you want to exercise is to lose weight, you come here. That's our specialty here. And so I would say, if you're out there and you're trying to think about which gym was right for you, think about what it is you want. And then I take it a step, I would ask you to take it a step further. See if that gym can provide you with testimonials of people who have done what you want to do before you've done it. So if you want to lose weight, like we do here, then make sure to ask us. Let us prove to you that we've done this with other people. And then the other thing is to ask for a money-back guarantee. If the gym can't provide you a money-back guarantee for what it is you're providing, then how are you going to trust it? And so I can tell you one of the things, again, that we do here is that's one of the things that we do to make sure we're holding our own feet to the fire. If we can't provide the result, if we can't prove to you that we can get you the result you're after, then you shouldn't trust us. And but if we can, then you should. And that's exactly what you should sign up for. You should sign up for the thing that you most want. So again, I'll leave it at that.
Well said. Very well said. All right, number 2. What type of people come to Altman Fitness? When it comes to, I would just say, I'll let you kind of be open-ended with that, but what type
Sure.
of people do you typically see here?
I guess I would revert back to the person that goes back to the first question, which is people that want to lose weight. And then what happens, of course, is people lose weight, and then it's people that want to maintain that weight loss. They come initially for the result, and then they stay because they want to maintain that lifestyle. They want to maintain that result. So it's not coming in and getting something on the temporary basis with the idea to leave and go away and let it all disappear.
So what do you notice the atmosphere kind of is then too with all these people here that are in that same?
I guess I would just call it a supportive type atmosphere. People that have endured a struggle to lose weight. They know what it feels like to be overweight at a certain whatever level. It depends on the person. Some people were 100 pounds overweight when they came here, and some people were 10 pounds overweight when they came here, and we have the gamut all the way in between, and even more than that. And so to know what that feels like, and then to be able to transform, if someone else comes in, they can know, for one, what kind of courage it takes to walk through the door to begin with. They can know what the exercise is going to feel like those first few workouts. It's not going to feel real good. You're doing something different. And but so at that same time, they're going to be the ones to turn around and give you a high five, or they're going to be the ones telling you, hey, nice job. Or so you're putting yourself around like-minded people that are trying for the same thing or trying to maintain the same thing that you are going for. Yeah.
I'm glad you touched up on that right now. It's very well. That's what we do see here. So I love that atmosphere. All right. A question came up from a member yesterday even, and it was supplement related. And I know it's a fast five. It's a huge topic.
Yeah. I'll answer it quickly.
And are there supplements that I don't get in food that I need that I need for the highest or a high level of health?
Yeah. So I think I'm understanding that question quickly. Like,
if there are.
So the basic idea here is that you cannot today, it's very, very difficult to get all the nutrition your body actually needs from your food, unfortunately. It just goes back to farming practices. There's lots of good shows on Netflix and other things that touch on that. You can check those out. But as a general rule, yes, you need supplementation if you want to be at your best. If you want to feel great and exercise and be able to think through your days and do all these things, you do need the supplement. I'll leave it at that. And then if you guys have specific questions, you can ask those in the comments section, and I'll answer your specific questions there.
Okay. Yep. And number 4, continuing on. This is a double question. So, what is the leading cause of death in America right now?
Oh, good question. I'm not 100%.
That's okay. Well, what is your guess?
My guess would be cardiovascular disease and/or cancer. But I think I'm not sure which one of those. I think those are the 1 and 2.
I just recently did a search.
Yeah, what did you find?
It is the cardiovascular disease.
So
the follow-up
I know
question
for women in particular, that's the number 1 killer, but I wasn't sure about
for men.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's what it just recently showed. So my question is, how does exercising and being fit relate with the number 1 killer?
It is like the antidote for the number 1 killer. I mean, what's amazing about the heart is while it can get diseased, it can also completely reverse. And luckily, it actually happens fairly quickly. If you are out there and you have, say, high blood pressure or heart disease of some sort, and the other point I want to make about this is that most people that have heart disease don't even know it. They're walking around right now, they have no idea. Oftentimes the very first symptom is a stroke or is a heart attack. The very first symptom that they have is the major event. So it's really good to make sure you're doing annual checks or checking blood pressure on a regular basis, doing things to make sure, to check in and see what's going on with your internal systems. But exercise and eating well are the antidote. There's no better antidote. It's not your body's lack of whatever drug a doctor can put you on is what your body needs. It's actually what your body needs is some exercise and cleaning up the eating a bit. And then what you can see is it can completely reverse it. And there's some diet plans out there that I can share if you guys are interested, that I can tell you about that 100% guarantee full cardiovascular disease reversal. And so if you're interested in those, just ask in the comment section below, and I'll share it with you out there.
Awesome. Good answer again. Last question for the Fast Five before we go into the abs is, gotcha. So there's working out, which takes about, our workouts are 45 minutes or a half hour, depends on which one you come to.
Yep.
That's all the time that you're spent moving and exercising. Should we be thinking about how we move our body in the time outside of that?
Of course. I would say, yes, you should. But the reality is most people are not exercising at all.
Gotcha.
That's the reality. Most people are not exercising at all. The ones that are exercising, this is crazy too. The ones that do exercise, if you're out there and you do exercise, only 3% of people that are exercising are actually exercise to get the result that they're exercising for, which is crazy to think about. So, for one, when you're in your workouts, you got to ask: is the workout that I'm doing getting me the outcome that I'm actually after? And if it's no, if you're after weight loss and your workout's not giving you weight loss, then search elsewhere. Find exercise that is. If your current eating plan is the same way, but sticking to the movement side of this thing, if you are exercising, say like if you are a member here and you're exercising 3 days per week, which is a good amount of exercise on the off days, there are additional ways to exercise. Exercising for recovery, like walks, some yoga, some different, the right kinds of yoga, different stretching exercises, different things that help maintain your body, keep your joints long and limber and strong to allow you to do the other kinds of movements you want are really important, yeah.
Okay, perfect. I like that answer too. All right, so we're gonna continue moving on, just for time-wise. We're gonna go right into our 2 ab movements.
Perfect. So with the ab exercises, you guys, I want you to get down onto the floor and do this with us. And if you're not at a place right now that you can do this with us, then just know that this video will be recorded and do it later. But if you can do it now, do it now, because I want you to feel what we're about to do here. So over the last few weeks, we've been showing you some ab exercises that both are good for the function of your abs, but also if you're trying to get a six-pack, this is the way to do it. You have to tune into these details in order to be able to innervate the entire section of the abs so that you can actually see the abs once you uncover them with proper eating. So let's head right to the floor, and then I'll just run you through the couple key points here. So William's gonna be our fitness model, and make sure that we can see it here. Yeah, looks like we're good. So lie down onto the floor on your back. And the core concept here that I've been working on is this concept of the elevator. And the elevator simply refers to your belly at rest, or if you pull it in, the elevator will be all the way down. If you put your fingers here, my fingers represent the people, I want William to push his belly up, all the way to elevator level number 10. And then what we're gonna do for these exercises, so when your belly's up, regardless of your breath, I want your abs to be strong and tight as if someone is gonna punch you in the belly, and that you're preventing that from hurting you. Okay, that's the feeling you wanna have. And so through the exercises that we're gonna go through today, I want you to maintain the elevator at about level 7 with a tight, strong belly, okay? And the 2 exercises we're gonna do today, one is called the Tin Soldier, and the other one is called rolling. And I will have William demonstrate both these exercises for you now. So to start with the Tin Soldier, you're gonna bring your belly up to level 7 and really tight. And now on this one, you're gonna bring your left arm so it's straight above, just bring it up, and you're gonna be relaxed at the elbow a little bit. You're gonna turn the hand so it's in, and you're just gonna let the fingers relax a little bit. So the fingers are relaxed, loose at the elbow joint, and then just shoulder relaxed as well. And then the next thing's gonna happen while maintaining your tight belly is you're gonna bring the left knee up, so the right foot's gonna stay where it is, this stays up. And now what's gonna happen is while keeping the belly really tight, William's gonna bring his left knee this way and his left arm back at the same time. And as you bring the knee up, I just want it to go slightly outside the body. The hip joints are on the outside of the body, so you want your knee to slightly out. And then slowly back the other direction. And you're gonna repeat that. And we're gonna keep it going. That's the way. So keep that going. Make sure the belly stays tight, regardless of your breath in or out, that we're staying at level 7 here. And then you're staying relaxed. Keep the elbow relaxed. And these are more about the coordination of the exercise, not so much about the effort into the exercise. So you're not trying super hard in terms of moving out here. That try hard is keeping this belly super tight. And one more here. And down. Keep the belly tight all the way until the knee is down to the floor. And keep the belly tight all the way until the arm is down to the floor. Perfect. Now we're just going to take a couple of relaxed breaths, and then we're going to switch to the other side here. Okay? Now the next one, let's get ready. So arm up, soft at the elbow, soft at the fingers. Elevator, belly up to 7, nice tight. Bring the right knee up to a 90-degree angle so the knee is pointing straight up from the hip. And then let these lay back. And lay back. Now again, so the knee is slightly to the outside. Back to up to straight up. And you're just going to repeat this. Staying nice and loose here, but really tight in the belly. That's the way. Now, how's this feeling? You feel those belly muscles really working?
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
It's tough to keep it there.
Tough to keep it there. So, and again, William is a strong, athletic guy. So, no matter who you are out there, I want you to know when you do this, pay attention to those details. Elevator, belly at 7. And all the way in, and you're going to do one more time here. That's the way. Now keep the belly tight, all the way till the foot's at the floor, and all the way till the arm is down, and now let go of the belly. Perfect. Great work. That's just how to do it. Now, take just a few seconds, and then we're going to do an exercise called rolling. And for this one, I think what I'll do, I'm going to have you put your feet facing that way and your head facing toward the cameras here. So I want people to be able to see this angle, yeah, just like that. And what we're going to do here is it starts the same way we started last one. So belly goes up to level 7, so nice and tight, push up, hold that, regardless of breath in or out, that stays tight. Now this one is going to happen, you're going to bring both arms up, soft at the elbows, soft at the fingers, just like that. You're going to bring the knees up one at a time, and slightly to the outside of the body. So if you're looking this way, you want to see knees slightly outside, bring the other one up. Now stay tight here. Now what you're going to do here is you're going to take both your arms and your knees, and you're going to roll 10 degrees or so to the right. So just nice and slow. Everything goes together, and you stay really tight here. And then nice and slow, back to the center, and back the other way. So when you get to the center, you hold for about 5 seconds. Over, hold really tight. It's hard to breathe, but do breathe. But at the same time, keep the belly tight. Roll back to the center, and over to the other side. Just like that. Keep it going. And back this way. Everything moves right together. So you guys just, yep, just like that. William's doing it perfectly. You're going to do one more William to each side. Roll. And this really brings in those obliques. It's a great exercise. And roll back this way. Everything stays together. And then you're going to take it back to center. Keep your belly tight. Bring the feet down one at a time. Keep the belly tight. And then let the arms come down. Keep the belly tight. And then release. Perfect. How would you think of that one? Maybe describe it to the people on the camera there.
Yeah.
And then before William describes this, I just wanted to tell you guys that with those two exercises, you're going to repeat them. So on the first one, it's 30 seconds each side. And then you take a 20-second break. And then you're going to do the second exercise for 40 seconds, going back and forth. And you're going to do that for 3 rounds. Okay? So that's what you're going to do. All right, so maybe you can describe.
Yeah, it was similar to last week it's like trying to draw left-handed. It's just doesn't feel like my muscle coordination is there to be able to hold my abs there.
Yes.
The stability wasn't there, kind of like drawing with the left hand would be like.
Yes.
And I noticed, for me, I mean, it probably happened to you then too, was my 7 went down to a 5 to a 3, and I kept having to go back up to a 7.
Yep.
And would keep coming back down.
Yep.
And yeah, that's had to do with the shaky writing with your opposite hand
Exactly.
feeling. But it's good. It's different than what I've ever really done for abs. I can still feel it kind of as a consistent.
Yeah, that's just one round, right?
Yeah,
So like
yeah.
a couple more rounds, and I mean, it's the most effective way you can possibly work your abs. It actually recruits every part of the abdominal when you're paying attention to the smooth coordination of those exercises and getting those details right as you're moving. And just like what William was saying, it'll be common that as you're going along, the belly will start to try to relax. Don't let it. Re-engage and keep that intensity in the middle here, and then stay relaxed in the extremities as you're rolling or as you're doing the ipsilateral, it's called, when you're on the same side, moving the same side.
I noticed I would tense up with my arms, and I had to.
It's easy to do when the middle's tight to tense up the hands or to clinch or to clinch down low, but try to keep those relaxed as you move through and keep the tightness only locked into the center, and that'll help it be more effective for you.
It makes sense. I think I noticed I would cheat when I did some lifts through high school and college, where I would use more of my arms than like my chest or my back when I'd be doing some of my lifts. And it was because my tension was there when I was lifting rather than being in other areas.
That's right.
So it makes sense. Like you can cheat with abs the exact same way.
Totally. And by the way, your body will want to default to your poor, like if you have poor patterns in your body right now, your body will want to default to those. Yeah. So like while these might seem simple, they're really not. They're very actually complex. They're difficult to do, but they're the right way to do it. And when you do it the right way, when you're first starting to do this, your body's going to want to default to kind of a simpler a path that it's defaulting to on its own, but don't let it. Okay, stay to these patterns, and these patterns will become your new patterns, and this will help you have a strong core. And again, especially if you are someone who deals with chronic injuries, say at the hips, at the low back, the knees, the shoulders. Most of the time when I work with people privately, what I find is that the middle is actually what's missing. So if someone has a shoulder problem, and I only address the shoulder, I don't fix the core, it's going to revert right back. They're going to keep getting this recurring injuries. Or if it's not at the same shoulder, it's going to have the other one. Or all of a sudden now it's going to go to their low back, or it's going to go to their knee, or they're just going to get all these injuries that keep happening because the center is not, and that's your foundation, and that foundation is not strong and stable. And so if that's you, focus on these two. So whether that's you and or if you're trying to, again, get those six-pack abs, stop doing thousands of crunches and do these really effectively and watch what happens. It's going to be really cool. Yeah.
I like everything you said. Yeah.
Cool. That said, I believe we're out of time. For you guys here at Altman Fitness, before we go, I would like for you to do a couple things. If you would, please hit the like button and the share button and help spread the word about the exercises or other tips that we're giving out here. I would much appreciate it. And again, remember that we have a challenge out to you, which is to ask us your most challenging question, the thing that is keeping you stuck, preventing you from moving forward. Let us know what that is so we can help you. And we can either help you by answering in the comment section below and or on our next Facebook Live section. So for Altman Fitness page out here, thank you. And until next time, we'll see you next week at 10:45. Bye-bye.